Good morning, Skip Simmons, Operations Section Chief with Rocky Mountain Team 1 with your operational update for the Gold Mountain Fire. We'll begin down here in Alpha Delta. We have Ouray and Ridgeway right here. Alpha Delta is unstaffed. All the repair work has been done and all the structure protection has been pulled from there. Overall in this area, I'm sure everyone's aware of the increased smoke. Starting yesterday, we had that again today as I drove in from to the fire. I could see it this morning settling in. So with that, you're going to see that the next few days, just with the increased temperature and the lower humidities, that gives that fuel a little bit more available to burn. No concern to containment. It's just going to be an increased smoke and a presence in there. We do fly the fire every day, whether that's IR or with a helicopter with our operations people. So if you see that, we are aware of them. We'll move over here into Foxtrot. Anywhere you see these checkers, that's dozer line that we're out there repairing. That's doing water bars and knocking the berm down. We don't want a channel to be formed with that water that will eventually come back. We want to make sure we disperse that out to mitigate any erosion. Moving over here to the east a little bit where we have the H, that's where we had that crew in there. It's still good, still have containment. We did add a little bit on what we were calling the Mohawk, added some containment in there with the use of IR, using UAS to establish that that is still contained, no hot spots in there, no concern. Moving up into Hotel Kilo, again, continuing that suppression repair, focusing and prioritizing on the private, and then working into the BLM and finally into the Forest Service. We'll move up here into Branch 3 in Division Papa in the CMC Mountain Road area. In there, all the logs have been decked or removed. Currently still doing a little bit of work on some of that dozer line, just fine tuning that to make sure we leave a really nice product. We got a grader in there yesterday, repairing those roads. A lot of heavy equipment, semi trucks, beating that up, getting some washboard in there. So we have a couple water tenders and a grader in there, making sure that road's nice for when we leave. We'll move over here into, actually before I go to Romeo, I'm gonna talk about this section here, just west of this community. This is gonna be a really big push or a really big effort to get this dozer line repaired. Very remote, hard to get to. The operators are gonna start getting their equipment into there. It's hard to get to. We're not gonna be able to get them in and out very quickly. So that's gonna be a big logistical pull just to get that done. That will probably be one of the last things that is still getting finished when our team times out. That doesn't mean it won't still keep getting done. The next team that comes in will continue that mission. Now moving back over here into Romeo, again, anywhere you see those hash marks, that's what we'll be repairing. That's that dozer line. Moving on down into the 858, also the 858 that comes around up into the Owl Pass. We currently have the backhoe in there, cleaning culverts, cleaning the ditches out again for that erosion control. Moving down into the lower part here of Romeo, where we have this hand line and the M's as in mixed line. We had some sprinkler systems in there just to make sure we keep the humidities up. At this point, we're gonna pull that. This fire has not moved. We were able to look at it with IR, visual observations, and using a drone with IR. So no issues in there, no issues over the fire in general as far as the fire moving around. So we're pulling the last of that Structure Pro, the sprinkler systems, hose, pumps today. We'll move over here into Division Romeo, High Park, Johnson Park area. All that structure protection has been pulled, and we can say that for the whole fire as well. We have a couple crews in here. We have some hand line that comes from the dozer line connecting to a switchback in the road, as well as up here. Smaller pieces, but really steep, too much for equipment. So that's why we'll have some hand crews in there, continue to work on that. Division Zulu is unstaffed. Today we'll look for more opportunities to continue this black line and get some more containment. And that's the end of the operational update. Thank you.